We are going to war in Titanium Court today. If you missed the last episode, you can go check it out. I'll have a link in the description to the playlist. What a peculiar little game Titanium Court is. A tower defense, match 3, roguelike, puzzle, RPG, visual novel. I go to war. And I go to war once more. After breakfast, the court goes to war, and as you ready yourself, a question. Your Majesty, is the intensity of the war to your liking? If not, please feel free to adjust the thermostat. Okay, the thermostat. Maybe make things a little easier on yourself. What do we got here? +1 comfort. With her calculator returned to her, Robin can give you a detailed analysis of the battlefield. Start with 2 thorns. Enemy units will take damage when they attack your court. Start with 2 mulligans that let you retry a battle. Start with an extra 10 of those. I really like that. I have no idea what this is. An extra 6. Let's see, man. I'll hold it down. This is money. Immortal magic. Power sustained by collective hallucination. Okay. Yeah. This would give me a ton more farmers, which would give me more food, which means that I would focus on wood and hills. More money is just kind of sick, though, because then we can just buy something weird. Proceed at max comfort level 1, sure. I guess I probably don't even need to do that, but despite falling short of them yesterday, you're confident you can reach those signs today. Very good. Her Majesty's loyalty to this approach is quite admirable. How steadfast. How steadfast. Okay, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Field's broken. We want to get wood for 1. So let's line things up in an ideal fashion. If I do this, we chain react. So I like that already. It's a huge chain react. Okay, it's beautiful. It's very good. You have 1 chest that's open here. The chest will be yours to open during low tide. We also have, what is this tile? A stump. A seat announcing new beginnings, the soapbox of the natural world. And it has a health bar, which is very intriguing to me. Okay. We do this with the intention of let's line up. Well, I've gotten rid of my chest, unfortunately. We need more hills. Okay, let's do this. Why'd you put the chest on the hill, man? It's a tough one. It's a very tough one. Okay, if we do this, it puts us into a really decent scenario to clear some of this action. I think we do it like so. Then we can do this, which creates a little chain react. Then we can do this, which creates not a chain reaction, but I like the potential. We can go 1. We can go 2. We can go 3. Chain react, another decent one. Another hill is probably best here. But do you have chain react potential? You got tons of it, man. Okay. This is another one. Well, it was a 2-banger. And then honestly, I'm gonna take just this. I think that's surprisingly okay. We got some chests. Gather all the things. I will, thank you. Some money. I take 10 of this and this, bro. I mean, we're crazy strong. Okay, good, very good. Let's do some people. We want to. I'm gonna send all 8 of these guys so they can start getting food. I'm gonna send out like 5 warriors. I don't think we need that many. Like, we're surrounded by hills. They're gonna get to this place very, very quickly. And the enemies don't really have... You know what? We should be sending out the warriors first, though. That's actually a really good point. I'm gonna tell you that we may not have had any enemies on the screen, which is that's a pretty great scenario. What is this, by the way? Monarch. Offensive job. Turn property damage into profit. You earn money when you destroy these. Okay, yeah. Good. Didn't accomplish a lot on that one. There's a really interesting strategy in this game beyond the absurdity of the storyline, right? Plant possessing a friendly false face. Okay, yeah. There's a really interesting strategic scenario going on because you want houses. You want, there's a lot of things you have to balance, right? You want a position to be next to fields so that you can get a lot of people, because you can get more food to give you more people. You still want to get a tap on your shoulder. Robin points to a building in the distance. Your Majesty, that shop is neutral to this conflict. We should strongly consider stocking up on supplies. Of course, that's only if it stays in view. If it disappears before low tide, we'll have to wait. Okay, yeah. We can mess with that too. There becomes a lot of decisions that get made for being such a simplistic little game, and that's I mean, it's just what makes this game so interesting, right? It's such a intelligent little game. I love it. I really do. We are playing absolutely horrible right now and not accomplishing close to anything. We do this. I'm putting myself right next to a lot of buildings, but they're empty buildings, so we don't really care that we're putting ourselves next to them. Ideally, we'd be getting a couple more of these, but let's check the shop. Let's see what you got for sale. I understand how money works, okay? It's money, yeah. The voice sounds skeptical. Really? A lot of people think they understand money, but they're actually operating under some misconceptions. If you're so confident, how about you tell me where money comes from? I know where it comes from. From beating the things. You observe that unlike these, money does not materialize. Instead, the court earns it by defeating enemies. You got it, ma'am. You really know your stuff. Thanks for putting you through the ringer. Just for reference, you can also earn money by selling your stuff. Maybe to us, but I'm not going to quibble. Here's what we got to offer. Okay, shop's open. An angler, a working ferry, uses ancient magic. Transforms water into food. I don't need that. Strong knights. I like this idea. I mean, that just seems like a better unit for sure. Archers are really good, man. I'm looking ahead to the birds, right? The archers attacking from range. Really good. Wow, a new structure. That's also cool. Okay, wait a minute. I'm buying this for sure. I'm buying this. Where would I like to build it? Okay, I don't actually care about that. Not right now. Not on this one, man. But we are going to buy this guy to add to the squad. I'm not vibing with this. I don't see the value. And I don't need wood, so I leave you now, okay? I am going to do... Oh, God, the music went a little chaotic for a second. Okay. We buy them. They're going to go directly to this field, and they're going to be very happy. Then the knight is defensive. They defend the court. These are the warriors that we want to send out to destroy towers. And I think they can destroy 5 of them with this current build. So I'll send out those 5. We need more food. This is where our workers come into play, hopefully delivering us a decent chunk. And then these guys are going to destroy this. Go left, please. Beautiful. And you'll destroy both of these, and I think that this is completely fine. I do want to think about trying to move him closer to the pumpkin in the future, since the pumpkin has health, right? We can also speed up these fights, which I think is good too. The pumpkin has health, which means I can destroy the pumpkin, right? And maybe get something out of it. And I think that we want to experiment with that. What is this? Is that a billboard in the middle of the battlefield? It's true. There appears to be a billboard of some sort among the scattered elements of the terrain. You go to the outer walls of the court to get a better look. You need law. That thing gives me the creeps, Your Majesty, as if we're about to get sued just by looking at it. You agree. It might be best to look away, lest you draw some unwanted legal attention. Okay. I don't really know what to think about that, but that's fine. You got a lot of juice. This is good. This is very good. And all of these towers, I'm going to tell you, I kind of like the idea of them sticking around. Another structure wades into the view. You suppose this is another... Look, Your Majesty, a temple of market. Should you wish to pay your respects, it need only stay in view until low tide, correct? Correct! Your brilliance continues to blind. Okay, so what is this? Market. Forbids trading during high tide, but you could ask their forecasters to predict the future. Interesting. So this is just a trading hall where I can spend my money to get resources. I feel like that's valuable enough. I'd love to know what market stands for since they're using it as an acronym. I'm sure it's something completely and utterly unhinged and insane, knowing how this game goes. The billboard is right next to me now, which I think is probably not a good place for it to be. And I actually don't have a play here, except for destroying these towers, so I guess I will. Wow, market's gone. I'm now at the bottom as well. Okay, we're just going to go for let's destroy... Oh, actually market's back. Let's destroy as many houses as we can. All right. I feel like that we can get some decent stuff here. We don't need food. I kept waiting for a good hills to pop up here, so we could form like a 5-banger hills. I think I'd rather try to get a little bit of water at this point. So let's do... Billboard still in view. I think you maybe do like one of these. And then I take the 5-banger hill, okay? And it can actually line us up for a 4-banger here as well. And then we can just clear out a little bit of lad. And we have a pretty strong position here. 3 enemies. I guess that's a little scary. Trade some generics. I would like to do this. My idea is to get a little bit of water. And then I'm going to sell a couple of these. I'm going to sell a couple of these. And then we're going to go kind of in here, okay? 1, 2 archers. And then a chunk of these guys. And then all of these guys. They go last, because we want them to go get their stuff. I'm going to speed it up. They're attacking towers. The archers are actually just like full-blown... They're going nuts. We got a lot of food. I mean, this went great, man. This went great. I probably don't need to speed it up so drastically. I'm sorry. And now the court finds itself surrounded by catapults. To be perfectly precise, those appear to be trebuchets. Yeah. Given that trebuchets are a category of catapult, you don't see any reason why you can't just call them catapults. Very well, my queen. I retreat in the face of your overflowing wisdom. That's a lot of catapults, bro. Sorry, trebuchets. Matches with all forts. Fires from a distance but is blocked by hills. Decently flammable. Okay. Okay. I think we're going to want to match them for sure. So let's get this figured out. Strange building comes into view. As you observe it, the phone in your office rings. I'll pick up. Yeah. Hey, Titanium Court, Your Majesty. I'm calling from the Glass House. Yeah, we sell potions. As our name suggests, we firmly oppose the act of throwing stones in any and all forms. Therefore, we'd like to offer you our full support to Titanium Court in your campaign against these stone-throwing trebuchets. To start, here's a pro tip, free of charge. Hills will block the projectiles fired by catapults. Just surround your court with hills and you'll be safe. And if that doesn't work, we sell a variety of instant-use potions that can help you deal with this threat. Give us a call sometime. We'll be happy to help. I don't know why I kind of sound like the guy that David Lynch plays in Twin Peaks. Okay, good. Who was it, Your Majesty? You explained that it was a telemarketer, albeit one whose pitch might provide useful. Very good. Glass house. Seller of potions. We can't sell during high tide, but here's what you got. Want to set something on fire? Yep. Okay, so 2 wood for that. And then potion of geology to make mountains out of molehills. Very good. Potion of flood ensures a flood. That's pretty sick, man. Potion of teleport, safest way to travel. We just want resources right now, man. Like, I want a lot of wood. Wood would be very, very nice for us. There's like no frickin' wood on this board right now. And me getting a bunch of trebuchets is not helping the situation. There's a little bit of wood. A little bit of food. We need wood, man. I mean, we need wood more than anything else on this planet right now. Drop one in. Okay, fair enough. Do one of these. Good. This is a really weak night, man. This is a really weak night. I'm gonna get rid of some trebuchets. We're blocked on these sides. This one's a problem, though. Let's come in here. I mean, bro, we're like actually kind of cooked. I'm going to buy... What's the helicopter, man? Potion to teleport. Yeah, okay. I'm going to buy one of these because I'd like to set this on fire. And then I just need units. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? Do you really need them if these are blocked by the thingies? This might be our death, okay? This might be our death. I'm gonna bring these guys, and then I'm gonna do nothing else. Because they're all blocked by hills, man. Right? Yeah. Unless they destroy them, I feel like that we have a pretty decent situation here. So why waste our resources? It's a bold move, right? We did just... my own place is burning to the ground right now. That part's less ideal. But that's fine. That's fine. And that's like permanent. The catapults continue their assault, although you note that there are now slightly fewer of them hanging around. Okay, that's good. There's still a lot of them. I'll just be the one to say it. Now you still go for wood, okay? Wood, very, very important. Water would also be very nice to get more of here. Let's really try to destroy some of these trebuchets, because we can make our life much easier as a result of this. Huge, huge play. Very, very good. More water and then more wood. Those are the current plans. We go here, which allows for one of these. We would like to move ourselves into a position where we are blocked by... We're nowhere near men. Okay, what if we do this and then we do this? I'm blocked, man. There's literally nothing that I can do here. I'm going to still look at the glass house, but I'm going to tell you that I don't really care about anything in it. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to do nothing. Like, there's literally no reason to do anything here. They're blocked. I mean, they can't get in. Just kidding. They can get in. They can't get in. They ran out of rocks. They ran out of projectiles to toss at me. What a lovely situation. The tide washes away the last of the catapults. You appear to have weathered the storm. The threat of the catapults now eliminated. The glass house pulls up, and you receive another phone call. Salesman offers congratulations for your victory. Asks if there's any further assistance he can provide. You answer immediately, asking if he knows for a way for you to return home. Oh, definitely. Let's pull over somewhere. I'll draw you a map. Okay. Good. Very good. Hey, bro. Salesman shows you the map and explains the directions. Okay, so you've seen this before, right? You have, but no one thus far has offered an explanation for any of it. You assumed it was some sort of map. It kind of is, but it changes every day, so I'd say it's really more of a weather report. Well, it's pretty simple. Each of these rows is a battle. Within a given row, each column is a battlefield. Do you follow? Not really, if I'm honest with you. No, you don't. You'll figure it out. But importantly, did you know that you can choose from 3 potential battlefields before every battle? I didn't. I really did not know that. Anyway, here's where you are right now, smack in the middle of the war. To get home, you're first going to have to make it to victory, which is right up here. Okay? Yep. There's a dragon. Before or after the dragon? After, of course. But making it to the end isn't enough. After that, you'll need to make an exit. Make an exit. Given the abstract nature of movement through the tide, would he be willing to elaborate on that? Oh yeah, it's confusing, right? These routes were conjured back in the 60s. Everyone was hopped up on allegory or something. Around here, making an exit means you gotta consciously leave the path you're on. You know, like, you gotta fundamentally change as a person. Okay. This might be a long shot, but does he have any specific advice for how you might do that, preferably in a safe and non-traumatizing way? Do I ever? Your Majesty, that's our specialty. He sweeps his arm back to reveal a shelf of bottles under a marquee that reads love potions. Is he attempting to make a joke? Not at all. Nothing changes a person more than love. Okay, you take a deep breath. If his love potions function like those described in stories, i.e. forcing an individual to fall in love with a person they otherwise have no interest in, then you have absolutely no interest in them. Your Majesty, with all due respect, that's messed up. I don't sell anything like that. You've been hearing some weird rumors, huh? I blame my competition. Let me set the record straight. My potions cannot create love from nothing. They merely expand the love that already exists within you. Seeing your shoulders relax a bit, he continues with his pitch. And if you're new to love potions, I definitely recommend starting small. Pulls a potion off the shelf, like this one. Full of love for something called baseball. This one's great for beginners. The effects are really mild. Drink it, and you'll end up liking this baseball. Just a bit more than you already do. That's it. You suppose that does sound relatively harmless. If he also thinks it'll help you return home, you might as well give it a try. Perfect. Oh, come on. Put your wallet away. I'm not going to charge you for it. Just take it. And so you return to the court with a new map of the war and a single complimentary potion of liking baseball. Okay. Fortunately for them, I'm an old man in a young man's body. And I freaking love some baseball, brother. It's baseball season. There's nothing better than drinking a Great Lakes Dortmunder up in Progressive Field Stadium, watching the Guardians lose probably another playoff game. Now you have a certain idea of what you're looking at here. Based on what the salesman told you, this is either a map or a weather report. Either way, the important thing is that you can choose which upcoming battle to do. Which battlefield should the court traverse? This is a volcano, brother. Yeah, it's a volcano. We get more, there's boats now. We get more rock. We have flora. I mean, we have to go to the damn dragon, bro. This is a battlefield. Abstract representation of a single battlefield. I think we want to go to either the forest. I mean, I think we do want to go to the forest, actually. Because we need wood. So let's go to the forest. That seems very logical to me. Alright. There's a sign on the battlefield. You look through a spyglass at the sign in the distance. Dead end. Oh, I know this one. This is a memento mori. I hear they're popular among mortals. This one is quite simple, perhaps even unrefined. It says dead end, so any mortal who reads it can remember exactly what awaits them at the end. In case they forgot, precisely. You deem it unnecessary to offer any sort of correction. Okay. Useless? Very, very useless. So that's our sign. Dripping with symbolism. Very good. Inspect my available units. Yep, those are them. Let's start going. Okay, so wood is important. There's a lot of enemies, bro. There's a lot of enemies. That's something for us to think about. Let's start. I know I said wood is important, and then I proceeded to not grab any wood. That's because we have plays for better combo making. Like this will drop a wheat, which then allows me to drop a wheat. Obviously, I foresaw that combo. Okay, you do this. You have a shop that is now here. This is a market, which is a trade hall. You're next to a lot of fields, which will be really, really nice if we have workers. Ideally, we would be trying to drop these guys down. So if you do like this, we can then do this, and then this, which is huge, and then this, which is huge. And I would say that actually went alarmingly great. And then we just want to attempt to... You want to get rid of these guys. You have a passage here. If we get 2 archers, maybe 3... 2 archers and then the rest knights. I feel like we're actually probably fine here. Let's do this into this. I kind of like our position. So now it's just a matter of what else do you want to do. Let's get rid of those guys. Let's collect a couple more resources. I mean, this is just the dream. However, it is a little scary because you don't want to, as much as I would love the idea of killing 4 of these, we would lose our shop. That said, I really don't need our shop, so let's kill it. Having less enemies just makes life better because then I don't need resources because my resources are irrelevant and we got a shop anyway, which is very good. Trade generic assets. Okay. I got 17 money. We want more wood. So buy. And I'm going to take like 2 more water. And then I think that we want to snag in terms of... We want 2 archers. And then I want... Except we're going to do them last, okay? We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys, 2 of these guys, and then I'm stacking these guys to bring home food. And you know what? We have the resources. Slap a knight on just to chill a little. It's probably overkill. Like, I do genuinely think it's overkill. Archers should be shooting at this. Perfect. That's exactly what I intended. And then they're going to finish shooting that, and they're going to hopefully turn around and shoot this guy, if all goes well. We also have resources coming home at a fairly fervent rate. Yeah. This has gone so great. Knock it out, please. Oh, so close, man. So close. Okay, yeah, good. Very good. That went swimmingly. Now, there's a dragon here. So we, like, probably don't want to do that. There's more water here. There's also a hospital. There's more water here, but a shop. The hospital to get me possibly healed up here, I think is a good idea. Storage unit remains locked. Yeah, we know about you. We know about you. And then what is this exactly? This is swamp. Impassable on foot. Does not match with tap water. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. And then I'm still in the middle. We can still match it together. Medical establishment offering to sell you heals. So this will be increase max health by 10. Nah, I like the idea of you increasing my max health. This can repair me. Yeah, we definitely want to keep the hospital on here. That's a huge, huge play if we can get it. Okay, combine you. This kind of went crazy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Big, big fan. Hospital, we do not want to get matched. We want it to stick around. We don't have food, okay? Food's a problem. This is such a brilliant game, man. It's so good. It's genuinely so good. And we're perfectly surrounded by rocks right now, which makes these catapults not needed. I could set up like 4 archers and probably be fine. So let's try to do exactly that. I'm gonna tell you, our biggest issue is I don't really have moves to make. We can do this. Little bit scarier, okay? Little bit scarier. Let's just combine you guys. This is still fine. This is still fine. It's not as fine. I'm gonna be honest. It's not as fine. This catapult's a problem. We can combine this. Yeah, dude, this catapult is like a small issue. We're not going to send out any workers. We don't have any fields, right? I'd like to just get out of this level. Typically, I want to like always be in the level. I want to get the hell out of this level now. We do not want to be here. Collect this, and then we're good. You have a chunk of catapults, man. My idea here is this is a archer-heavy scenario. And then we're going to slap down some knights. I think this is I think it's a little spicy. We need the archers to just take out the catapults, like, immediately. And they're doing exactly that, which is good. But I wasted a lot of resources. Roger Federer is going freaking nuts over here, man. They're destroying my tower handily. That one got blocked, I think. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, we're wiping out a lot of stuff, which is cool. I mean, we're getting some money, which is awesome because we need the money in order to do stuff in the hospital. So it's kind of fine, but we took a lot of damage, so maybe a bit peculiar. We've made it to the end. Just a little spicy is all. As the court moves motionlessly across the void, it suddenly encounters a neighbor. Your courtiers cry out in alarm. You spy a great dragon soaring above his lair in the distance. The legendary apex predator opens his mouth and addresses the court. Here's what he says. Yeah, hey. Could I get a, hang on, let me look at the menu. He sweeps his gaze over the court, doubling back when he catches sight of you atop its walls. Oh man, I love the Fairy Queen combo meal. No pickles. Okay, good. Okay, cool. We are gonna have to deal with him, no? I feel like we're gonna have to deal with him. Did I skip the hospital that I was supposed to go into on the previous level? Maybe I did. Frick. Frick, that would have been good to go into. Okay. I mean, we do this again for sure. Dragons. Slightly different hill that has made an appearance. This is the volcano. Okay. Hate to ask, but those are definitely volcanoes, aren't they? Says Robin. Yes, your majesty, when those volcanoes erupt, their surroundings will take 6 hearts of damage and burst into flames. Hello again, quick clarification, not necessary. When Robin says the volcano's surroundings take damage, that includes diagonal neighbors. Also, you can see when the volcanoes will erupt over here on the timeline. That's actually quite useful. That's quite useful. Also, please note the volcanoes actually match with standard hills for some reason. With this life-saving information now imparted, I will take my leave again. Okay. Good. We can use that to our advantage. Perhaps a dragon would be bribed to leave you alone. Okay, interesting. Robin has notes on how the dragon behaves. Right, here's what my notes say. The dragon's first priority is to cook every fairy we send into the field. Once all of our units are cooked, then he'll turn his attention to the court itself. If we can find a way to spread our units far and wide, we might be able to withstand the assault. Or we could try to keep our units on hills or water where fire is much less effective. Even if he doesn't burn the court directly, we're still in danger of catching fire from neighboring fields and woods. Those are all the notes I have. Okay. 50 food ain't gonna happen. Let's just be very real. But we definitely want to try to get rid of wheat and forest around us. So we have to fight is basically what I'm getting at. By matching as much forest as humanly possible, we put ourselves into a decent situation here. I'm going to match this, which then opens us up to this. I mean, look, I can theoretically force the volcano to erupt on the dragon, which feels like a pretty big win for us too. And then we can just slowly start working some of these wheats. I need to get the wheat away from us, though, man. We do have a hospital. We do have a market. That's fine, to be honest with you. That's fine. We're going to move this. And then we're going to... I mean, look, I still kind of like the idea of just having volcanoes. This one's pretty rough, to be honest with you. Dude, I think we're cooked. This is a spicy situation, is what we'll call it. This would match, but it's not really a good match for us. I think you want to do like, oh, frick, my hospital, man. My hospital. That's a disaster, really. I will be all the way in the bottom, which is a good place for me to be. That quote could be taken out of context. I like being down here. This is a good place. And then we can do this, which matches. You still have this field. I'm surrounded by other things. I mean, this is not really what we want to see. We have another hospital on the field, and I would kind of like to keep it. I could try to just keep generating as much food as possible. We still have our hospital. Dragon is doing its thing. It's not an excellent position, but we can do a... There's actually not a chain reaction if I do that. We can do this, but then it kills our hospital, which I think is pretty vital for us. I could just push myself into a different area. Here's the issue. My units... I need wood, right? Like, we got knights, but they're not actually all that useful for me. What we really needed more of was wood, and we didn't get it. I do have a market. I can trade a lot of water for wood, hopefully. Well, I can trade a lot of money for wood. Okay, you know what? Hold on. We might be fine. We might be fine. What's a non-abusive thing to do here? I think that I like having these walls. So the least abusive thing is to grab a little bit more water and simply do this. He's now like surrounded by walls, which I think is really good. Now, we could also go with the approach of if I trade 21 times 2, I can get 50 wood and just leave. So yeah, or 50 food and just leave. That seems ideal. I bribe you. Okay? Yep. Adequate bribe should be about 50. I bribe him. The referee comes in. Ideal. Aware of the dragon's voracious appetite, you offer him a sizable amount of bread in exchange for your lives. What, is this some kind of new promotion? You're going to give me free food to not eat here? I mean, I'm not going to say no to free food. While the rest of your court rejoices at his departure, you are more restrained. You strongly doubt this will be a permanent solution. In fact, you wouldn't be surprised if the bribe ultimately serves as an incentive for the dragon to seek out the court once again. Frick! It's not great, but we survived, okay? An economic victory. Honestly, a penny saved is a comrade unburned. I agree wholeheartedly. I feel like that went very well. Having demonstrated your burgeoning skills, your tolerance for a new challenge grows. It's the teapot. The kettle is ready, and it's a fifth of the way full. You feel your maximum level of strife increase to 1. The hell is strife, brother? I still don't understand what any of these diagrams mean. With the war now behind you, you encounter a memorial dedicated to its victims. Memorial to those fallen in the war. Casualties, 17. Some among your courtiers roll their eyes at this. Oh, they'll be back. Now, having expended much of its energy during the day, the court retires to bed. It's fine. You awake suddenly in your chambers. Something about your surroundings doesn't feel right. You can't see as much as you look out from your balcony. The sky is pitch black. It's a little dicey. Something is clearly wrong with the courtyard. You've never seen it so disordered. Ground shakes, your stomach churns. Taking a deep breath, you keep your sights on the door. Okay. I'm guessing, move my way there. Yeah? It's a pretty straightforward. I can actually just, like, clear out this entire thing. Okay, interesting. After moving through many unfamiliar halls, you find yourself in the front of the court's great gates. Perhaps the court is trying to tell you that now would be a prudent time to depart. Who can say? What should you do here? Explore the west wing, return to the courtyard, try to open the gates, or look out. Let's look out first. It's very glitchy and weird, which is concerning. Ah, there's nothing. Okay, good. Let's explore the west wing. We'll find the rose. What should you do here? I'll take a look at the painting. Yeah, that's just a baseball game, brother. It's good. Seems to be a scoreboard of some sort. Perhaps you can assume that home refers to the court. The guest is winning, man. Okay, we go north. Okay. Labyrinth entrance. Have you been here before? I mean, frick, at this point, let's keep going. Which direction do you go? Just keep going north, okay? You end up getting lost. Okay, labyrinth entrance. It is now note taped to the door, which now appears to be locked. Because they wasted Her Majesty's time, these labyrinthian halls are being reprimanded. They're currently in a timeout and will not be available until tomorrow. Oh, bro, we are going to be searching freaking everything. There's so much to do. Let's go right. What should you do here? Enter my office. That seems like a good place to go. The door is locked, or maybe it just stuck. Someone seems to have wedged a bunch of pamphlets in the gap between the door and the frame. The key to success begins with $30. The rest of it is just various photographs. Okay. Those are the handshakes. Looks like you're not getting this door open. So I need $30, but for what, right? I don't know. I don't know. Foyer of statues. They look familiar. Enter the room marked by the dragon. That seems like a good idea, to be honest. Let's go in the room marked by the dragon. Fountain of Youth, what do you do here? I got a drink at the bar. Man, you find yourself in a sleepy pub. Sign near the door identifies it as the Fountain of Youth. You're not sure why you've never encountered this place before. Oh yeah, ma'am, only open at night. That's us, drink? Yes, actually, that does sound appealing. Frick, bro. I don't think that's good. As you sip, a man collapsed on the bar next to you, begins mumbling something in your direction. Hey, lady, got some, I want to say to you. With his head down and eyes closed, you don't think he's talking to you. Oh, no, yeah, he totally is. You should pay attention, ma'am. This guy's a regular prophet. The prophet proceeds. Yeah, okay, you never got burned by Mr. Dragon Guy. What's up with that? You're supposed to. You're supposed to get burned. Okay, so if you're understanding correctly, he thinks you are supposed to lose to the dragon? Personally, you take no issue with failing to burn to death, as incorrect as it might be in his view. You'll be fine. It's fine. But let me tell you something, okay? Okay? Okay. Yeah, let me tell you something. You need dragon fire to ignite this light of trebuchet. After saying this, he briefly raises his glass in your direction, then turns his head away and starts to snore. Oh yeah, that was a good one, ma'am. Kind of important I'd be heating if I were you. Your drink is now finished. You stand up from the bar. Found the youth. What should you do here? I'm gonna explore elsewhere. Okay. Let's go to the pantry. Seems important. Pantry, anything you need here? The cat's over there. The cat that nobody feeds. Cat immediately begins making demands of you. Purr. Great queen, how fortuitous. My campaign to subdue this province in your name has reached a stalemate. Meow. The locals have transformed the terrain itself into a weapon. Look! This sheer cliff vexes my powerful and weighty frame. Okay, so it kind of seems like he's probably trying to climb up on one of the high shelves here and is running into trouble. Meow. Yes, and I so seek your aid, but, alas, your royal height is also insufficient for this purpose. Meow. Surely such an obstacle cannot surpass the resources at your disposal. Yeah, you suppose you could pile up some of the junk in here to help him out. It's not like the court's going to use any of it right now. Okay. What the hell is this, man? Fountain. It looks like a man. It really does. I can't do anything. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources. But it's good to know that we need to get resources in the future. I also feel like there's probably like things I can click. Statue of a tentacle. Yeah, we're gonna need to figure that out, man. We're gonna need to figure that out. Dining hall this way. We've explored a lot. Argument appears to be taking place in the dining hall. You hear echoes of an argument. Now you can see and hear the participants clearly. After listening for a bit, you surmise the argument concerns the thermostat in its current setting. But that cannot be satisfying. I just don't believe you actually enjoy that. What? What's not to like about taking it easy? It's boring. Who cares? Boredom's underrated. Relax. You think you've heard enough and are preparing to quietly leave when, hey, it's Her Majesty. Maybe she can help settle this. Actually, I believe Her Majesty is the only one who can settle this. Okay, our debate concerns the thermostat. It's my firm belief that only by maximizing our strife will we find any meaning in this war. Yeah, but who needs meaning, man? Let's just have a good time. Let's crank up the comfort. Either way, since Your Majesty is the only one with enough authority to make these adjustments, we ask you to render judgment. But should you make the correct decision and raise our strife to level 5, I will give you this. She shows you a nondescript key she has attached to the lanyard. But you know, that's going to be hard. You should just chill out, raise the comfort to 5 instead. He casually produces a different key. Then you'll win this key. Easy peasy. I fail to see how anything done at Comfort 5 could qualify as winning. I mean, who cares? Those keys look awfully familiar. Where'd you get them from? No comment. We are not permitted to reveal that information. Puck gave them to us. Did you not hear what I just said? Yeah, but who cares? Her Majesty probably figured that out already anyway. Ugh. As it stands, the thermostat is currently set to comfort level 1. Hey, look at that. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Please, Your Majesty, I strongly urge you to change course. Well, despite those protestations, you can't adjust the thermostat again until tomorrow. They'll just both have to wait. Okay, there's nowhere else for me to go down this hall, man. So take me all the way back. We got places to go. Let's go south. This is a new area. Courtyard here. We'll go return to the chambers, head for the gates. We also got to go to the chapel. This place. No, let's go back to the courtyard. And then let's investigate the chapel. Okay. Eventually you find yourself in the court's chapel where a television displaying a test pattern stands at the pulpit. There's a solitary figure standing in front of the TV. You can't see him clearly from this distance, but you know it immediately to a man named Puck. I'll talk to Puck. Floor feels unstable. Should you approach Puck? Yeah. As you take a step forward, the walls of the court shake with greater intensity. You wouldn't be surprised if everything were to collapse the moment you speak to him. You hesitate. You don't need to do this yet. There might still be more to see. For instance, you haven't yet tried to open the court's gates. Might be a while before you get another chance. Court will likely collapse should you approach Puck anyway. Yeah. You're earlier than expected, my queen, and yet somehow still too late. He mutters something under his breath, then gives you his full attention. Well then, you had questions for me, did you not? Looks like we have precisely enough time for one earnest answer to one of your queries. You express some incredulity at this statement. He's prepared to answer your questions now. He flinches in response. My queen, you simply must wield your skepticism with greater subtlety. That statement was clearly formed as a question. A question which I'm afraid I must now answer earnestly. So yes, in this time and this place, I am both willing and able to give you satisfying responses without resorting to deflection or trickery, with the one restriction being that, as I said, we have time for only one such response. A response which I have just provided in answer to your question of whether I am now prepared to provide such responses, he sighs, which means our time is now up. I pray I will never see you here again. And then it all falls apart. Okay. Glass is now full. With time and repetition comes comfort. You feel your maximum level of comfort increase to 2. Okay. And I awake in my chambers as if nothing was ever amiss. I mean, we probably should have opened the gates, right? But that's part of the fun of a game like this, is exploring all of our options, man. We gotta make an exit home. You've at least learned that if you make it to victory, Puck will answer one of your questions, so a very slow way of going about this might be to continue winning. What an idea. You rub your temples thinking about how long that's gonna take, then you get up to face the day. Okay, that's going to do it for this episode of Titanium Court. What an interesting game. I'm just having an absolutely lovely time with this one. If you are, you can go play it for yourself. Link in the description down below. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.